Learning basics is always a challenge. When you're interested in some particular topic, when you are hungry for knowledge, you're always pushing a process. Try to read a lot, ask a lot of questions to grab all the information possible. But if you miss some milestones at the beginning, the whole process of learning may be ruined due to misunderstanding. That's why it's crucial at the early stages to learn the easiest points, such as objectives, definitions, and the application of the topic to the real cases. So today we are going to search the answer to the question, what is corporate governance? Is there any good or bad corporate governance, strong or weak? We'll start from basics, learning the definition and models of corporate governance. So what is corporate governance? Let's take a step back from this topic. Do you have a bicycle? Or have you ever ridden a bicycle? Even if your answer is no, at least you know how it looks like. So the bicycle has different parts or details, and all of them are serving different functions. What we have? We have wheels that help us to move on the surface. Then we have pedals, which are serving to speed up the bicycle and keep the tempo at some comfortable level. At the other side, we have brakes, which help us to slow down and stop when we need it. What else we have? We have handlebars to choose the direction to go, and we have frame to combine all these parts in one construction. And of course, some other supportive details and maybe electronic devices for some other functions. If we take each detail separately, all of them have different functions. To go, to stop, to choose direction, to move. But if we look at them wider, all of them are serving just one objective, to help you to move from point A to point B. And now, what if the organization is a bicycle? It has different functions, different departments performing different jobs, top management ruling the whole process and conducting the business, IT system, what else? Investments and innovation boosting up the growth of the company. And again, different functions and separate parts. So what helps organization to operate as a single body, not as separate parts of it? Corporate governance. It is a glue between all the elements. Corporate governance is the combination of processes and structures in order to inform, direct, manage, and monitor the activities of the organization toward the achievement of its objectives. Or to make it simpler, corporate governance is the system by which companies are directed and controlled. Now let's memorize 3 key words from these definitions. Corporate governance is a system of management to achieve business objectives. Let's learn 3 classic models of corporate governance. The first one is Continental Europe model or 2-tier board. So we have just one board of directors with 2 parts, the executive board and supervisory board. Executive board is fully made up from executive managers performing daily activities in this company, like quality manager, production manager, HR director, financial director, and so on. On the other side, supervisory board is fully made up from non-executive directors representing the interests of employees and shareholders. They are responsible for recruitment process to fire or hire top managers and for compensation packages. Also, they take all the major decisions in this business. The second model is Anglo-American, also known as 1-tier board or Unitary system. So we have the single body, which is board of directors, but this is a combination between executive managers and non-executive managers. The number of non-executive is higher than of executive managers or directors. And again, non-executive directors are responsible for questions like audit, compensation, and evaluating of overall business decisions. The third one is founder-centrism, and it's quite a new theory, mainly applicable to IT companies or startups. It shows a narrowing in separation between ownership and control. In such companies like Facebook or Netflix, we see that the owner takes the active participants in decision-making, so ownership and control on the same level. For small companies or family-owned companies, we don't discuss what is the classic model of corporate governance there, because normally the control is in the hands of just one director or the owner of this company. What we have learned today? Today we've learned the definition of corporate governance and its nature, and we also talked about 3 models of corporate governance. The question is there any good or bad system of management? To be honest, we never judge in these terms, good or bad, but we talk about strong and weak. To understand whether the system and governance is strong or weak, we need to answer the following questions. Are we reaching the company's objectives with this corporate governance? Are we doing that in the most efficient way? If yes, the governance is strong. If no, it's weak and needs improvement. But in reality, there is never 100% perfect or ideal system, and it always depends on. Check the next video and learn more about components of corporate governance.